Has the Democratic Party finally stopped letting the Republicans punk them? Has it happened? Have we finally seen when the Dems grow up here and stop getting punked by the GOP? I hope that's what we're seeing right now. I hope that's what we're seeing. Let's talk about it a little bit, y'all, and explain why I'm asking this question. But before I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy First, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and put all of your people on it. Okay. When I look at the Democratic Party and I look at the Republican Party, it reminds me of high school. Okay. And when you think about the makeup of both parties, liberals in the Democratic Party and conservatives in the Republican Party, and you get to thinking about high school days and who would group with whom. You feel me? And I see a bunch of Trumps. See, in high school, you encounter a bunch of Trumps in high school. You feel me? You do. And in high school, you encounter some Kamalas. You encounter somebody who is empathetic and caring and well spoken and all that kind of stuff. You want to help everybody and very joyful. But then you encounter the braggadocious bully type of motherfucker like Trump. And I think that represents the two parties to a large extent with how they deal with one another. Okay? Really on some high school shit. Because as long as I've been actively, for real, following politics, going all the way back to around 2004, that was my first presidential election that I voted in. Going all the way back then till now, I've seen the Democrats getting punked by the Republicans. First of all, something they consistently do today. They don't even call the Republicans I'm telling you about. The Republicans do not even call the Democrats the Democratic Party. They say the Democrat Party, the Democrat Party. That's a little dead. That'd be a little dead. And they get away with it. Going back to that 2004 election when it was John Kerry versus George W. Bush, okay? And the Republicans sat up there and lied about John Kerry's service in Vietnam. Lied so much and so effectively that their tactic has become known as swift voting. My political scientists out there, they know what I'm talking about. Or folks that just follow politics know what I'm talking about. Okay? They punked them, man. Take Obama. Obama whooped their ass twice. But they sat up here and forced this man to show us his birth certificate to prove to us that he was indeed born in Hawaii. That was bullying. The birtherism shit that really put Donald Trump as a political star. That's what put him as a political star. That shit, that birtherism shit, the idea that President Obama wasn't born in America and therefore shouldn't legitimately be the president. That was birtherism. And President Obama gonna sit his ass up there and pull out that birth certificate trying to prove something to these bastards. You ain't prove nothing to them motherfuckers. They were punking them. While President Obama was giving his State of the Union address, you had one of them congressmen sit up there and call that man a lie to his face. You lie! While President Obama was giving the goddamn speech. Bullying. Take Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Them motherfuckers, when Trump would go around the country, them motherfuckers be saying, lock her up. Lock her up. And now he trying to cap and act like he wasn't going along with it. Bullshit. Bullshit. You can go pull up any tape. That's how much that boy lie. He'll be on tape doing something and then say, no, I ain't do that. But they were around the country saying that shit about her. and she took the high road. Obama was taking no drama. Obama, when the motherfucker called him a lie, he said, it's not true. It's not true. When they sat up there and tried to claim he wasn't born here, they didn't come back forcefully against none of this shit, man. Getting punked. President Obama's crowning achievement domestically was the Affordable Care Act. But even that fucking law, which is historic, which I am very grateful for. That's how I purchased my health insurance for myself, my wife, and my children. Okay, through healthcare.gov. I greatly appreciate that shit. But even that law was not what it could have been because the Dems got punked into making that bitch not as liberal as they wanted it to be. And then the Republicans still shit on it to this day. So it's like, damn, man, I've been wondering when the fuck is the Democratic Party gonna grow a pair and stop letting these goddamn Republicans punk them? Quit goddamn letting them dictate the agenda. When they gonna do it? Oh, let me not forget this one. Let me not forget this one. Do y'all remember when that Supreme Court judge passed away? Oh shit. His name is slipping my mind right now. One of the ones who was conservative. He passed away. I ain't got time to look it up right now. Fuck it. But he passed away. And this is during Obama's administration. So Obama appointed Sonia Sotomayor, the first Latina Supreme Court judge. President Obama put Elena Kagan on there. Okay. But then he was supposed to have another pick. There were 3 openings while President Obama was president. He only picked 2. Why? Because when that conservative judge passed, it kind of shocked folks. Folks weren't expecting it. He passed away, and President Obama put forth Merrick Garland. That man, by what I understand, ain't no liberal, like leftist or nothing like that. He picked somebody with right down middle of the goddamn road, called himself getting somebody who the GOP would give support. And you know what Mitch McConnell and the Republicans did? They said, fuck that. We ain't even going to hold no vote on your pick. We ain't going to do shit until after the election, and we're going to let the next president pick that person. And y'all know the rest. Hillary Clinton lost. Trump won. And so instead of Obama putting Merrick Garland on there, Trump got to appoint somebody. So look at what I'm saying now. Obama should have had 3 on the Supreme Court in 8 years. Instead of that, Trump put 3 on the Supreme Court in 4 years. Come on, man. He put Gorsuch on the court, Brett Kavanaugh on the court, and he put Barrett on the court. In 4 years, he got 3 appointments. And Obama in 8 years only put 2. Why? Because the Dems got motherfucking punked. Let Mitch McConnell do that shit. Democrats should have been all on go blasting the Republicans because that shit was unheard of to sit up there and do that shit. The Constitution don't say you ain't supposed to do that shit no election year. The seat came open. The president goddamn nominated somebody. Congress was supposed to do their job, particularly the Senate. And hold a vote on them. Vote them up or vote them down. But they said, no, we ain't even fuck what you talking about, Mr. President. We ain't doing it. That's how you ended up with Trump getting 3. Punked. Punked, bro. And then it looked like they were finna punk the motherfuckers again with this immigration bill from everything from everything I hear, the immigration bill that was agreed upon, bipartisan bill that was, from what I understand, largely written by a very conservative Republican. The Democrats were finna put that shit into law. If that shit had reached Joe Biden's desk, Joe Biden was gonna sign it. So you can, all that shit was getting pumped. Y'all said they did all that negotiating with these motherfuckers, and all Trump did was swoop in and say, "Nah, we ain't doing that because I want to run on this issue." So y'all sat up there, negotiated with the Republicans, were publicly signing off on this very conservative immigration bill just for Donald Trump to still hit y'all over the head with immigration during this campaign, still whooping you upside your motherfucking head with this issue of immigration during the campaign, while he is the one, and his people are on record saying they did this, that he did this. He's the one that told the Republican caucus to not fucking vote for that bill because he wanted to run against Biden on that issue. And somehow the Democrats are still getting whooped with that issue. Punked. Tired of it. I'm tired of it. I am hoping that we have turned the page. Okay. With Kamala Harris's VP pick, Tim Walz. Kamala Harris was being pushed to pick Josh Shapiro, who's a very good speaker from what I understand. He's a popular governor in Pennsylvania, but some were a little skeptical of his support for Israel in this Gaza conflict. Okay. I'm glad she didn't get punked into picking him. You feel me? Tim Walz has come out swinging, calling Trump and Vance weird. That shit didn't caught on. Now they calling them motherfuckers out. Shit. Telling them that, hey, mind your own damn business. Okay, now we're talking. Now you're talking a language that average Americans, like this thing, okay. The Democrats got to learn to strike a balance between all this soaring rhetoric of Obama and shit like that and some plain folk speak too. And every average American, no matter what your background is, can understand mind your own damn business. I like that. I like that shit. Government, keep them motherfuckers out your bedroom. Keep them motherfuckers out of the decisions you make with your doctor. Mind your own damn business. Yeah, you might disagree with this person's choice, but that's their life. Fuck, what they do, that's what they do. Mind your own damn business. Tim Walz talking that talk. I like that shit. Push back. Push back. I saw, and y'all ain't gonna believe me, but I saw something on Twitter where motherfuckers had made some dildos out of Trump's head. Now, I have not verified the validity of this, okay? But we're in a space right now where I have to question whether or not it's real. Once upon a time, I would say, ain't no way. Now I have to say that shit might be real. But because we're in a space where we see crazy ass shit like this, and Hulk Hogan at the RNC snatching off his shit, looking like Idiocracy and all that kind of stuff, and all this weirdness, these folks running around these comparing Trump to Jesus and all kind of wild shit. It is weird. And goddamn it, Tim Walz and is right to call him out on that shit. Kamala Harris, she was right to clap back at those protesters at that motherfucking rally. Okay? The folks who were protesting against the war in Palestine, first of all, they are right. They are right. I agree with them. I agree with them. I don't want my motherfucking tax dollars going over there no goddamn genocide. Fuck we doing? All of this just supporting Israel in whatever they do. That's nonsense. Sometimes when to be an ally is to be a friend, and sometimes when your friend fucking up, you gotta goddamn tell your friend, hey dog, you fucking up. You gotta stop now. I'm gonna stop fucking with you. That's real friendship. That's real. That's being an ally. Sometimes you gotta tell your friend, hey, man, stop the bullshit now. Especially when you are the more powerful friend. So I agree with them. But from what I understand, Kamala Harris had already spoken to representatives of those folks before the goddamn rally, told them she is willing to sit down and speak to them and was very empathetic to their cause. Okay. And in the speech that went viral, folks didn't show before the viral clip, she did say, this is what democracy looks like, and we want everybody's voice to be heard. But right now I am speaking. So at first she was calm about it. But motherfuckers know, and this is a half black woman now. Okay. This woman that went to HBCU, goddamn, she is an AK. So in our culture, goddamn it, many of us, some of us go to 0 to 100, but some of us slow. I'm like that. Simmer. All right now. All right now. All right now. But then when I'm there, it's over with. And that's kind of what you saw in that clip. She had already said, all right, child, I understand. I feel y'all, but I'm speaking. And then she had to just tell them, look, if y'all want Donald Trump to be elected president, just say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking. These deals got to be like that. They got to have some metaphorically speaking, some balls. Saying metaphorically speaking, because we have a Madam Vice President. Okay? But yeah, they got to stand up for themselves. They got to be more like Representative Crockett out of Texas. I like that sister. When she stood up to Marjorie Taylor Greene motherfucking ass. When Green tried to come at her for her eyelashes, and she had to tell that bitch, she had to tell her, goddamn it, that she be wrong if she called her as a bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. B6 in this motherfucker. I like that kind of shit. God damn it, I wish that was my representative. Gangster shit. Like it. I like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She been standing up to these motherfuckers. She don't take no shit off of them either. I like it. I like it. I'm mad as hell that Cori Bush just lost in her primary. Because that queen don't take no shit. They thinking they can stop some these groups that was funneling all that money to her opponent. They think they can stop some shit. That woman's an activist. Hell, you might have just fucked up. She might raise more hell outside of office. Shout out to that queen. Because we need that kind of energy. Shit, we got Trump around here since 2015 raising hell like this. Since he came down that damn escalator, just raising hell. And folks just letting him make it. No. That's over. Needs to be over. We will see. And watch the DNC closely and see if these folks gonna actually have some big nuts at this damn convention. Don't shy away from calling these motherfuckers weird. Don't shy away from calling them on their bullshit. All the shit that JD Vance and all the clips coming out of his dumb ass, all the shit that Trump, I can't say come out, all the shit that's publicly right there for us to see about his motherfucking ass. The courts have called the motherfucker a rapist. He's a 34-time felon. He's facing all these other shit. That was some bullshit about that immunity that his Supreme Court dropped. We know what that motherfucker did. We know he called them folks in Georgia talking about, can you find me some votes? You know damn well he had them documents down there in Mar-a-Lago illegally. He want to show off shit. Show, look at me, look what I got. You know that. You know goddamn well he incited that riot on January 6th. We saw that shit in plain daylight. That shit wasn't no nighttime. They did that shit in the middle of the day, goddammit. We saw him make the speech. We saw it. And at this convention, they need to call him on all that shit forcefully. Shit. Sick of it. Stop letting these motherfuckers punk you, man. Because just like in high school, the bully will continue to be the bully until you knock their motherfucking ass out. Metaphorically speaking, that is. Put it on something.